Hey, so good to see you again. I'm back at Calvin Seminary and I'm taking the D-Min, taking a bit of a sabbatical. Should be great. Nobody encouraged me to take a sabbatical. I just thought it's kind of a better word than unemployed, you know? They say an Article 17 is kind of a negative thing, but I kind of see it as 17 opportunities for self-improvement. It feels so good to be at a place where I'm like safe and loved, you know, because everybody here at the seminary loves me. I mean, they love me.
Man, COVID sucks, but at least keeps Pastor Brad out of our building. If he calls me bro one more time, I'm gonna throat punch him.
I can't believe Pastor Brad is back. And we're going to be in the same school. It's awesome. We hang out all the time.
Welcome to the space where the magic happens. This is where I'm going to be studying for the D-Min. It's also where a lot of my hard work happens, where I do all my thinking. Still doing a lot of preaching, you know, online. That's one nice thing about COVID, right? It's just Zoom preaching. You can write one sermon, you can record it once, send it to 10 different churches. It's amazing. I do miss the mileage checks, though.
I usually tell students they need to surround themselves with a good cloud of witnesses, but in Brad's case, I'm afraid he needs the help of all the heavenly host.
I knew Pastor Brad when he was an MDiv student, and let me tell you, even back then, he was a handful. I knew that he was going to be trouble. Now that I've taken this role with Safe Church, this is the file that we have on him.
As dean of the faculty, frankly, I don't know what to do with Pastor Brad. How did he get into Calvin Seminary? And frankly, how did he get out as an MDiv student? I mean, he asked for all of his exams to be taken at home because he had special considerations he wanted. When he took his oral comps, he said he was sick and his wife took them for him. I mean, he ended up with a great GPA, but my goodness, I'm not sure we even know who we graduated. And then I'm wondering, how did the D-Min program bring him into the seminary again? Now he's enrolled as a D-Min. So it's going to be Dr. Brad before you know it. I'm not sure who's sitting in on his classes for him. It could be his wife, could now be his kids. I have no idea. But this requires investigating.
So what can I say about Pastor Brad? Well, I kind of like him. And the fun thing is that I know that he irritates some of my colleagues. So I've decided to use that to my advantage. Let me give you an example. I know that Professor Burge stole one of my staplers. It was the stapler I saw on Mad Men a couple years ago, this vintage stapler. It was so cool, and so I had to have it. Well, it went missing, and then I was walking by Professor Burge's office the other day, and I saw him using it, and he was kind of stroking it, and you could tell he was really, really fond of the stapler, and then he puts it in his drawer. And so I told Brad, I said, hey, Brad, Pastor Brad, Professor Burge loves it when you just walk into his office unannounced. Don't even knock. Just walk right in and just start talking to him with a question. He thinks that it's the best thing, that students really, feel free and comfortable just to come in and, just like they were at their own house. So I sent him over there to do that.
Corey Wilson? Oh yeah, we are like so tight. I don't even feel like he's my professor anymore, more like my friend. Although I guess we're not really on the same level. I have kind of taken a bit of a mentorship role with him lately. I think he really looks up to me.
Pastor Brad told me he was a friend with me because he wanted to be popular in Asians. He is horrible. And also he told me he was good at ping pong, but watching him play is like a baby swing a rattle.
I know this is supposed to be confidential, but I've received multiple complaints from parishioners of Pastor Brad. One person claims he sneaks up behind them and then asks if they can smell what the rock is cooking. And occasionally he asks this during the preaching of the word. I mean, come on. Here's another. Pastor Brad used dumbbells for an object lesson on Sunday and proceeded to do bicep curls throughout the whole 40-minute message. And that is just the tip of the iceberg.
This is really a season of self-discovery for me. You know, Dietrich Bonhoeffer once said, there is meaning on every journey unknown to the traveler. I get that. I kind of feel like a traveler that doesn't know the meaning or really has no idea at all what's happening. Life is a wild ride. Yeah, being back at the seminary, I can retake a couple of courses that I didn't really pay attention to the first time, like polity. That way, next time, I'll be ready to go toe-to-toe with those elders. The Anabaptists are wrong, and that's why the Baptists are wrong, and that's why the Catholics are wrong, and that's why the Eastern Orthodox Church is actually really onto something.
Oh my, he dropped my baby during baptism?
Everyone knows the difference between the Heidelberg Catechism and the Bible is the Heidelberg was written by John Calvin and the Bible was originally written in Dutch. Not really sure what I'm going to do, but I just want to live in the moment. God knows my value. And hopefully a church throws a couple bucks my way too. Oh yeah, self-awareness is huge.